Hello everyone. This video features 3 matches I played as part of the University Club Open. This event was a great event. This first match was against Jake S. This was the first of 3 in a round robin group. The wind in this first match was unplayable, and when it was not as windy, it was still chaotic. You can even hear the wind and see how the camera throughout this entire video in different parts of these matches has been moved around because of the wind. Now, for those wondering, this match happened some months ago before I sustained an injury a few weeks later after demoing the Head Gravities. Now, I would stay away from the Head Gravities 2023. I sustained numerous about 2 injuries along my arm, and I'll touch on this in a future video. Now, since the end of July, I have not played any matches, and around September to October I sustained a further injury which wasn't so related to those rackets, but you don't know. So I've been in rehabilitation since. Now, since this rehab work, I've been gradually hitting again, and this is why there's not been so many videos of the last few months. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like all the videos. It really helps a lot. Please feel free to share all the videos. Now, how this grade event works is that you go through this round robin, you play these single set matches, if you can call them a match, and then the winner at the end, who has the most games, and generally the most matches they've won, then proceeds on to either a playoff or some final round robin, which is what happened in this case. Now, as for this great event, it would be great if it was the best of 3 sets. It feels somewhat hollow to win or lose in just one set. It doesn't really indicate someone's true level. Now, in these conditions, you have to change your swing. That is, how you're exactly hitting the ball, how far you're taking the racket back. Are you hitting more flatter? Are you hitting harder? Are you going against the wind, or are you with the wind? So if you're going against the wind, you've got to just hit harder, and you've got to go for a bit more topspin, but you can't really play around with angle shots so much. It's the same with playing with the wind. You've got to then use a lot less power, more topspin, or a lot less hit through. We're just going to hit it out. You're going to see it a lot actually from the other guy. He does hit it, really hits for it, and in this case you have to change your tactics as well and have really high intensity in your footwork, or more attentiveness to your footwork, attentiveness to the ball, because you can't really expect the ball to bounce once it's bounced to actually just bounce normally, because the wind will affect it, and you have to watch your movement as well. However, overall, the quality of one's strokes, in this case my strokes, is non-existent in these conditions, and you can't really let that affect you. It seemed at this point that the opponent had given up on the conditions. Now and then he would hit a good serve, but he was more so looking to hit the power, and he seemed to be overwhelmed a bit by the conditions and the state of play. At this point I had a good amount of confidence, but in these conditions you just don't want to let them back into the set. I will say with the wind, if you have a good decent lead in a set, generally the momentum is with you a lot more, and you can kind of just play very defensive but also at the same time very neutral and try and force errors, which you will get, because of the way the wind can affect the ball, and will then force the player to make a different odd shot or not be ready so much. So the more pressure is on those who are behind.
easiest, windiest match.
So on to the second match. The wind was different in this match as it was just unpredictable gusts, which in some cases is far worse than continually chaotic wind. But the wind really didn't relent that much, but it can also push you down your racket unexpectedly like that.
Yeah, good serve. Yeah. Out. Nice.
The second opponent, Matt H, is one you have to watch out for. The sudden gusts really impacted my game. At this point, it's as worse as the first match, and the wind really went against me in that game. 3-5 down, I still knew I could get back into this, but in perilous conditions, it's always those in front who have the momentum, as I stated earlier.
Come here. Out.
I should have returned more to his feet and targeted his lack of movement and speed. So the third and final opponent, Jake F, who had the most unique motion and swing of the group. My backhand side is just simply inadequate in most of these conditions. Now, there's a clear difference to Jake F and the others so far. I would say it would be nearly a half to 1 UTR difference, or at least a 25% difference in just generally how consistent Moy was. But I think there were still weaknesses I could have picked on in this match. Now, as you may be aware, I've had the Head Extreme Tour, which is the Auxetic one, 2022, for some time now. I've used it throughout this year. Obviously, I haven't been playing anything since early August, but when I stopped the last tournament matches in June, and then the month I'm playing this club open, I've played quite a few tournaments on and off being injured as well. I've had an sickness and injury, and I would say that that my experience has improved gradually with this racket over the year with the tour. Now, with customization, it's a solid racket, the Extreme Tour, and I like it actually a bit more than the Extreme Pro, but I'm still going to give the Extreme Pro a second go. But you still have, with the racket I've made through customization, it's still got a quite headlight balance, and it's able to gain good topspin on ground strokes. It's great on slices, but could be a little better on serves. It's okay on serves overall, but I believe I've now reached the peak of what this racket can freely offer to me on serves. When I've been pushed into longer matches or long hitting days and played in a fatigue state, I've never felt in any way slowed down by the racket. This is something some people experience with a variety of rackets that are so-called heavy, being, you might have the Wilson Pro Staff, people talking about the heavier Prestiges, some of them talk about the Perceps, and then the Head Pro Tours. These rackets where it's supposedly a lot more heavier, even the RAF Origin racket and some of the Pro Stock rackets out there. But I never felt this way with this racket at all. The swing weight and strung weight are not light and above normal. It's nothing to be considered what I would think is heavy. So I don't understand this propensity for certain players to claim rackets are heavy. It was interesting the amount of racket diversity that I saw in this grade pool, and it wasn't just my round robin group, but also the other round robin groups and overall the other grades. I often go and watch the other grades, and then sometimes I watch the special singles and the open singles and also the doubles of varying kinds. The first opponent used a Wilson Blade V8. The second opponent used a Head Radical 2019 stock. Another player used a Filkel C10 Pro, and there was even someone with the old orange Prince 03 Tours. At this point I could feel the set was going against me, and what I was aiming for here was to win this service game at the very least, and even just try and get back on his service game. I was trying to bring this back to some kind of closer score at the very least.
That's just... Out.
So that's it, a mixed performance during this club open, and see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like all the videos. It really helps a lot. Please feel free to share all the videos.